Thursdays at 11:11. I am going to do either a recipe, a quick recipe, any kind of tip, like that's an actual tool. A lot of people love the budget buys. I'm a really good bargain shopper. I always have been, and I worked in the natural food industry for so long that I know like very high-end brands, so I can spot them out on the shelf from a mile away. So I come to bring that to you guys because I can buy all the things at Costco, the meat, Trader Joe's, you know, I have kind of a routine, but actually getting the staples like the organic stevia, and if you have a nut butter in there raw, like those things are super expensive. So if I can be my eyes out there or if I could be the eyes out there for you guys, so you can go to that place if you have access to it and stock up on it, then that's a perfect way for you to transition into this life in a healthy way and have like all of those staples, those expensive staples. I mean, I'm finding them for like 70% off. So, yes. Coffee's just so right? Is it not? If coffee's wrong, I don't want to be right. That's how I feel about my life right now. You see how she does that, my dog? Can you guys hear? Okay, this camera is in a total weird position. So here we're gonna go. So, today, I like this because I think you guys all have access to a TJ Maxx and a Ross. Am I right? Can I get a, I don't know, just tell me if you have access. Yes, 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 yes. Just say yes, yes, high five, whatever. But I think most of you guys, like TJ Maxx and Ross, are amazing. Are they not freaking amazing? They are amazing. Hi, Carlene, I miss you too. I got something coming up brewing for you, Carlene. Don't you worry. Yeah, so I don't care where you are, you usually have access to a TJ Maxx or Ross, and I cannot get my, I'm just gonna look like, you remember, what's his name, Ned from Tim the Toolman Taylor? Like, his head was always cut off, like, that was me right now, like, whatever. But, perfect, I love seeing all those yeses. So, really quick, my neighbor across or next door, like I never peeked over their wall, and the mom was out there the other day. Not the mom, the wife, they have two girls, whatever. The friend, she's my friend now. But I was like, hey, I'm like Tim the Toolman Taylor, like the neighbor. Like my head was over there, and I was just like peeping in their backyard. It's freaking funny. I think the stupidest shit is funny. Okay, so we are gonna start. I should have probably wiped this off first because this is where I make my food. We are going to start with TJ Maxx, okay? So, remember, keto is one of these things. It's a term now, right? Keto is not brand new. Keto has been around for a long time, but because it's this popular diet and people are losing weight and blah, 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 they're producing ketones, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of keto stuff being released, which means there's an abundance of keto products on every store shelf that has to be released and bought out to liquidation. So welcome in Ross and TJ Maxx, because the really expensive stuff is not going to sell out on the shelf all the time because it's so friggin' expensive, right? Hey, stop it, wherever you are. You stop that. You stop that. Okay, so find out. Hi, say hi. Hi. You're naughty. Yes, everybody loves you. Okay, can you get down though? Can you get down? Down. Now you're just being naughty. No, down. She literally only does this when the light and the camera comes on. I can't believe it. I need a dog trainer. Hey, get down. You stop. So I have to like discipline her on camera. I'm sorry. Okay, so what I found on TJ Maxx, I found for one Joe coffee. It's 100% Arabica beans. And this is very expensive in Whole Foods, okay? So it was $5.99, and they had a pumpkin spice medium roast, which is perfect for me. I also like they have like the recycle pods, which don't really agree with my Keurig, but those like Keurig things are really, the plastic ones are really putting, like, if you read up on that, no bueno. Not perfect, but trying, but these are recyclable. Okay, so awesome, right? Awesome, and then you would just add the unsweetened liquid stevia. So I always talk about how I have, stop, no. Sorry guys, I have to get stern with her because she's not hearing me. No. Okay, so anyways, back to this. So I always talk about how I always have liquid stevia. When you go into coffee shops or anything, Sorry, you guys. Right? She's like gotten a little bit ridiculous about it, and I can't cater her because then she's gonna get worse. So the liquid stevia, we can't always carry this around in our purse, right? So I say stevia, and a lot of the packaged ones, like even the ones at Starbucks, are Whole Earth, I think they're called, and they have fructose in them. So a lot of times the packaged stevia, you have to look at the ingredients to see what they have in there as a filler to make it a powder, right? So this one right here is New Naturals, organic sweetener, stevia, and monk fruit, and the ingredients are 3 that are okay. It's erythritol, organic stevia, and organic monk fruit. So perfect. And this one is usually very expensive. It was $4 at TJ Maxx. So this stuff I'm showing you right now is TJ Maxx, okay? And by the way, I'll tell you after. So I also got a coconut oil spray. It's organic, it's Cocoa Life, and it's cold press. This would usually be like $10 and it was $3. So I like to have a spray because think about it, when you cook with coconut oil, it's so thick and sometimes you don't need that. You kind of just need to spray a little bit, right? I mean, if you're buying good quality meats, you just need it seasoned and not stick. So having this is perfect. I don't want to put like tablespoon of coconut oil. It just gives it too much of that coconut flavor and I don't need it. Yeah, Angie, so just so you know, sorry, we're live. Just so you know, the Whole Earth one does have it. It is much better than doing the Splenda or the aspartame, which is the sweet and low and the sucralose, right? So if you are in a bind, you guys, use the Whole Earth rather than nothing, or nothing if you can, right? So it's like worst, better, good, whatever. However, somebody corrected me when I said that last time. But you know what I'm saying. You're not going to die. You're not going to be thrown out of ketosis. It's just if you can prevent it, then yes, here's a way you can prevent it, right? If you don't have the extract that you want to carry it around and you don't have that down, you can go get these. And these are usually very expensive. So it's hard for me to buy because I'm like, I don't want to buy that, right? Like I usually make my coffee at home, blah, blah, blah. But for $4, I'm going to buy it. Yeah, when you pull those out, Angie, Angie said, I will never do the aspartame or Splenda thing again. My body says no. When you pull it out and then you bring it back in, you really feel it. You can feel inflammation in your body and it spikes your insulin. So we'll just move on. So, all right, this is awesome. Okay, so really, really high quality bone broth, guys, is so expensive. It just is. I usually drink some, sip some. I do a lot in the Instapot right now with bones, and then I usually have a broth because I add a little water in there. And it's becoming that season. But I always like to have a spare to cook with, right? So this is Bare Bones bone broth made from grass-fed beef, and you can just feel it. It's like thick, gelatinous. So that means it has a lot of gelatin in it, which is delicious. And it's usually $10 and it's $5.99. And you can sip it, you can add it to sauces. I mean, anytime a recipe calls for a broth, if you're using bone broth, you are healing your body. So I like to add things in that heal your body. So you guys go to TJ Maxx and check out some bone broth. I also heard that TJ Maxx right now, mine did not have this, but yours might. Somebody posted this. Hold on, guys. So I use Lacato monk fruit sweetener if you're going to make like a dessert or sweeten a sauce or something like that, or I use Swerve. But I saw somebody posted that this was at TJ Maxx. It was not at my TJ Maxx. So go to your TJ Maxx and see if it's there, because this is usually like $8, $9 a bag. If you're wanting like to make like a little mug cake or something like that, usually this calls for it. If you're making like a homemade dressing, you can put something like this in it. So just go and let me know if you found it. Okay, so now when it comes to coffee, right? You guys see I don't usually add things to coffee, but sometimes on a second coffee I will. A lot of people keep asking me about MCT oil. I do not add MCT. A tablespoon of MCT oil is like 14 grams of fat. It's calories I don't need. My body's in ketosis. MCT oil will help you suppress your appetite. It will help you produce ketones. But if you're already there, you might want to pull back. When you're trying to lose weight, you pull back from it, right? However, here's what I think is a great alternative for you. It's a keto creamer. Okay, just because it says keto creamer doesn't mean you go all willy-nilly and buy it, right? You flip it around, you turn it around, and you read those ingredients and make sure you understand what's in it. If you don't understand something in that ingredient, for one, if there's 10 ingredients, there's your clue to just not do it. If there's 3 ingredients and you don't understand one, you Google it, right? Just look it up. Sorry, I had something popping down. So, hi Lisa. So this one is good. What I like about this is 2 teaspoons is 30 calories and 2 grams of fat. So you're helping your body getting to that fat burning state, maybe suppressing your appetite, but this is really good for newbies, right? But you're not doing the whole tablespoon of MCT oil. For one, you're probably gonna run to the bathroom, right? When it's in liquid form, we'll be careful. This is gonna be good for you. So I actually bought this for, maybe sometimes I'll use it, but it was only a few bucks. Something like this was $5. Something like this would probably normally be 15 bucks, right? It's expensive. It's absolutely expensive. So it's just coconut oil and MCT oil. Hello, perfect, powder form. I actually got this for Maggie as well because she likes to have coffee in the morning, and she puts my collagen in there. And then because she has long days at work in the office, like I thought this will help her. Plus she doesn't eat a keto diet. So, Joanna, I love it. Read that shit. Most likely it has shit. So this one is a good one. So if you guys are there and you're wanting to suppress your appetite, have a little more energy without adding like that much fat, like the oil, or if you're doing the oil and you're wondering if you should pull it, maybe you can pull it and add this for now until you can go completely black coffee. Sometimes on a Saturday, maybe I'll throw this in my coffee. I don't know. Sometimes I just put it in my coffee, usually on the weekend, and just have consistent habits throughout the weekday. So that's awesome that was only, it's actually $5.99. So if somebody's wondering about MCT oil and they're doing the big 2 tablespoons right now, like pull it out. Pull it out if you're not losing weight. Remember that MCT oil helps you, but if you're coming from like a restricted mindset and feeling like changing is scary because you want to eat all the food, for one, that's your mindset. That's absolutely your mindset. However, the last thing you want to do is drink your calories then, right? Like, so, but maybe this one will have 30 calories and give you the benefit of having to suppress appetite, just like exogenous ketones. Does that make sense, you guys? It gets very confusing about the MCT oil. I can tell you right now, I never have MCT oil, right? It could be a tool. So make sure you're using it for a tool, and that's it. Got it? All right. Okay, so last weekend, oh my gosh, how about, sorry, I get all comfy up in here. How about you guys love the video on, oh, thank you, Vicky. Oh, you did the little Trader Joe's course. I have like a really good Trader Joe's course for like $7, you guys, and it has multiple recipes and everything that I buy from there, because you can get in trouble in Trader Joe's too as well, right? So, last week I went to Grocery Outlet. And the reason I made sure I went to TJ Maxx this week for some staples, because not everybody has Grocery Outlet. But the people that did have Grocery Outlet, that you guys all went. So I love seeing this. You guys make me so happy. So if you head out to TJ Maxx, do me a favor and take a picture. It helps the group. It absolutely helps the group. Like, they're like, oh, I gotta go to my TJ Maxx and get that. You don't have to buy all the things. This helps you. I mean, this kind of stuff, if you bought it at Whole Foods, right here would be $70. Right? It cost me 20. Like, that's like, do your thing. You don't have to buy it. It's if you're wanting to use coconut oil to cook with, right? It's if you're wanting to add bone broth, which I highly recommend. It's if you're wanting to add a little MCT to your coffee. It's if you get stuck when you're having coffee outside of work. This is a good resource for you. Okay? The other ones are the extracts that I get from Trader Joe's at home. That's just my choice. Okay, so the Grocery Outlet was awesome. So I went this week, and that's kind of one that I'll probably be checking in with every week or every 2 weeks, because they always get new stuff. That way I can keep you guys updated. Michelle. I went to one in Brea, and it's not the best one. I can tell you right now, probably the one in La Habra would have been better. Yeah. Right? Right? Keto on a budget. Joanna, you live in La Mirada. Go in that area to TJ Maxx. Brea doesn't pop off all the time. I love Brea, but it doesn't pop off all the time with stuff. The Ross doesn't pop off. The TJ Maxx doesn't pop off. I go to Montclair. I go anywhere else, and it's like, what is all this stuff, right? So I still find things, but just find your TJ Maxx that has more stuff, I should say. Okay, so the Grocery Outlet, you guys, awesome this week. Look what I found. Coconut milk creamer from So Delicious. This was 99 cents. Heck to the yeah. So, like right now, my second coffee, my first coffee in the morning is a black coffee. I just give you my tips when you guys can do whatever you want, right? But I'm just giving you the stuff that I would put in my plan. I forgot about it, so I need to add a little. And I would put it right here because it's already 11:30 and it's okay. I can break my fast. Is it breaking it or not breaking it? I'm pretty sure it's not, but I make sure I keep it until the past 11 o'clock coffee. Okay, with that said, they also had an almond, unsweetened almond milk for $2.99, which is a good price, but you can find it usually on sale for that price, but I got it just to put it back in that back fridge for when we need it. Here's a good one. All right, this is gonna be a tricky one too. Okay. I was reading Joanna's comment. Raw almond butter. Ingredients. When you find the almond butters and the peanut butters, and I'll tell you how I'm gonna coach you on this right now, give you a little tip. Ingredients, organic almonds. Done. Okay, if you're putting a nut butter in your plan, great. Make sure it's not taking you into a surplus. I have this in case I create recipes for a cookbook or people come over. I take this and I remove it from the kitchen because I would just be scooping this stuff up all day long, and it will just definitely take me into a surplus, right? It is keto. You can have it. If you can have a teaspoon and it could be your treat, then go for it. If it becomes something where you're at like, oh my gosh, I want to eat all the almond butter, it's so good, then you know, hide it or don't buy it, okay? That's just my coaching tip, so I'm going to leave that there. Whatever you decide, when you buy it, turn around, look at the ingredients, even at Sprouts, even at Whole Foods, okay? If you go and you flip over those ingredients, you're gonna see palm sugar, even like sugar, palm, like just look for one single ingredient, okay? There's tons of almond butters. The raw almond butter, this bad boy would be $17. $17 raw. That's why I bought it, because it's raw and I can use it for something, but I don't usually want to put it in my plan every day. $17. This was $4.99 or $3.99. That's an amazing buy. So go to this one is the grocery outlet, okay? This is where the grocery outlet. These two are the grocery outlet, okay? Another thing I got, and then the almond milk. I also got the coconut chips from last week because that's kind of been my little treat. I make a big old plate of chicken and just put a little bit of chips on there, and then I remove them from my environment because I would like to eat chips all day, honestly. Like, yay, fun chips. So that's $4.99 a bag usually, and they're 99 cents. So I took them, and this almond butter is so good, by the way. Yes, April, thank you for saying that. It's so freaking delicious. You were like, this is the life, almond butter. Another good almond butter buy for raw is Trader Joe's. So it's $6.99 consistently always. Remember, Trader Joe's cuts out the middleman, right? They go straight to the manufacturer and they have their own distribution. So you're saving like 30% every single time. It's not like they create the almond butter. No, they go to somebody like this company and they wheel and deal because they're Trader Joe's, and they go direct. So Trader Joe's, if you can't find something like this on sale and it's not affordable, take your booty to Trader Joe's. They always have it consistently. Okay, so another Adele's product that I found, this is why I got this, right? It's a chicken burger. I really got this for everybody here, and I'm sure it's good. It does have a little apple in it, but it's organic. There's no nitrates. It's pork-free. It's gluten-free, raised without hormones. So it's already made. The reason I bought this, you guys, is because Adele's could be a good resource for you. The best thing for you, absolute best thing for you to do is to make your own meat and take it with you wherever you go, right? But if you can't do that, then this is awesome. And these were $3.90 or $2.99, and these usually are $7.99. So look for that Adele's brand when you go to the grocery outlet and just get something like that. You can throw this already cooked and it's grilled on a salad, right? So, or just eat it like that. That's how I eat meat. Anyways, naughty dog. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. That's it for today. Just a few staples. I want to tell you guys, okay, so I have to know.